Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah,
Can I
hello.
hear me? Yes.
Hmm?
Okay, I can hear you. Good.
Yeah, can I ask you this question?
Sure, sure. Put it in the Jamboard if you like.
Yeah, okay, I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's like in the Jamboard in one section.
I'm sorry, you want to do what?
I'm like playing in the Jamboard. You know, one second.
Please, please, please. I'm in the latest Jamboard. If you're making a new one, tell
Hmm?
me. I think I'm in the same one as yours. Yeah, okay. Sure.
I think it is
I cannot hear you. So, there you go. Okay. Right. Okay.
easy.
Saying something.
Not finish already. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, it's here.
No problem. Just ask me whatever you want. Right.
Yeah, I don't know how to do. I like my answer is anyhow one.
Okay, let me make it slightly bigger. Okay, the graph one is different. Okay, yeah, okay. Swinging. Oh, it's just wait, what? Same. Yeah, okay. So, I think that the copper will go in and out lah, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so, understand the concept first. I don't know how good you are, so I'll just tell you the concept first, right? So you draw the magnetic field. That's the start, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about this plane, right? Let's call that plane A. Then I'm going to talk about plane B, which is closer. And then I am going to talk about plane C. Let's see. Later on, B prime is very similar to B, and A prime will be very similar to A. So far, so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the ring is a hole, and forgive me a bit if I use some from the A level one. The A level explanation is just easier to understand. Frankly speaking, it's actually not harder, right? So now, what you want to pay attention is how many or how much of the magnetic field is inside the area. The area meaning the copper ring. So in plane A, copper ring is like this. It's a little bit, sorry.
Wait, sorry.
Uh,
Plane A. Yeah. Plane
so
A is the Lisa.
release. So I'm going to use some drawing, right? So let's say like this, and then the top one slightly a bit more, okay, because it's just slanted. Okay, that points denote, where the field line penetrate the area. So more points means more lines penetrating. Okay. Okay, so now in point B, let's say that point B is like super close to
It will be a lot, lah.
you have, let's say 5 lah, whatever lah. I'm just trying to draw something, and the bottom one will be, I don't know, 3 or 4. Okay, 4. And in plane C, there's very little difference, but there is a difference lah. In point C is actually, very vertical. In point B is still a little bit slanted. So at point C, finally, you have 5 on up there and 5 down there. The only difference is the downward one. The downward one, B is 4, here is 5, and then B prime and A prime. Okay. Yeah. So now, when A goes to B, that's approaching the magnet. I'll just say that's part A, no? Or A portion. This is your. So this is how many the field is penetrating is called a flux. There's a fancy name to it. I don't think O level use lah, but A levels use the
No, I
this.
think we use that also.
Oh, you
Because,
using.
I
Then
wrote as the copper ring moves through, then due to I just read Faraday's law.
yeah. So our
But Faraday's law is that current will be induced if the magnetic flux changes, right?
which opposes the motion lah, and your writing is all correct, no? The thing is, do you actually understand or not?
No, because okay, so I wrote this because I asked my friend, then like he said it's like this one, but I don't understand anything.
Okay. Okay. So let me just repeat the technicalities, but with a simpler word lah. So flux goes up, right? Flux increases lah, right? Flux increases. Faraday law says, according to Faraday law, right? It says there will be, first of all, there will be current lah. There will be induced current. There will be induced current. This part is probably the one that you understand lah.
Yeah, I understand this, but I don't understand what it means by current opposes the motion.
There you go. Okay. So first of all, I'll tell you what the induced current do. The induced current will become a magnet. That is the thing you have to understand. The induced current becomes a magnet because current is magnetic. In fact, I will use my hand. This is my right hand rule.
It's right hand rule, right? Yeah.
One, right? So my curly one will be the eye, curly one around the ring, and then I will have a thumb pointing the north or the south. The ring just became a magnet also.
But how does that work? Because the ring is a circle. Then which side is north, which side is south?
Very good. That is how, not Faraday law, that is what the Lenz law, which you may not hear, but the point is the Lenz law will tell you the direction. The direction is extremely simple. First of all, it is only, this is area, this is the ring, okay? It's either here north or here north. It's just either one of these.
But how can that be? Like that means like, okay.
Very
so
simple.
How do you split the ring? Like, okay, like the ring is like that, right?
Now I need to look at this point. We must have I think we must have a video, right? On my video first. This one very difficult to explain without video.
Oh.
Let me get a ring. What was a good ring? Here's a ring. It's a very thick ring. So just imagine this one, right? Okay, and my head is a magnet, correct? Zoom like that, right?
Okay.
What do you want to say? If you want, you just on your video lah.
Okay, so like we can't annotate on your screen, or is that not possible?
I cannot. So I'll just see what you draw first in Jamboard.
So like my question is like, how do you split the ring? Because your ring is like that, right? Like if you look at the side, it's a square.
Oh no. I mean the thing is very thin, right? So you must ignore this thickness lah. My ring is very thin. Just look at this part lah. Just look at this part.
If you look at the side, right, it's like that, right? So do you split it? Do you split it down like where like this part is like north or something, then the right side of it is south?
No, let me explain to you. Very easy, right? So this is my right hand, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it appears as a right hand, but remember this is my right hand. Okay. This hand, my left hand is just holding the ring. The ring is just the white thing, okay? Never mind. So what happens is in your right hand rule, very useful. Either this is the current or this is the current, no? Right? Now the share of the ring will land me towards not this the current, but this is the current. So like that.
Okay, sorry, repeat.
One more time. My right hand rule is very useful one. It's either the thumb is the current, useful for straight conductor,
or the thumb is the magnetic field.
So the magnetic is for circular if the current is straight, or my current is circular, then my magnetic field is kind of easy. This is the north. Either way lah. Either way.
So in this case, the thumb is the magnetic field law.
Right. So this is the ring law, right? So like that. So if I do it this way, here will be north lah, right? If I do it the other way, I can, right? I can. Look, I can. I do it I just circle it the other way, then the north will be there. So that's why I draw is either here north or here north. Can either here or there. So far so good.
Wait, so
it's just either one. It's a very thin bar magnet. Either this is north or this is north. Only two options. We have to
So
discuss.
you cut it from the side lah. You cut it from the side. So the front of the ring is like
No.
the side facing the magnet is south.
Right now, let me tell you why it's not south lah. So, but one more time, before we talk about which one, there's only two options. Either facing, never mind.
Oh wait, no, it's north because it opposes the motion. So it should repel.
That's the law say. That's what the law say, right? That the law say. So it cannot be, sorry. So this must be north. This is wrong. Because if this is south, which is wrong, the south will be attracted to the,
then it will go faster.
correct. Which that means the way they prove the law is not by proving that the right one is right, but proving the wrong one is wrong. Because there's only two options. The wrong one cannot be right, because if you accelerate, you get more current. That's extremely weird. That's very extremely weird, because actually you're changing magnetic energy. You're changing kinetic energy. Remember, the ring is swinging in, right?
Yeah.
Kinetic energy is being taken, slowing down, in exchange for electrical energy. You're changing kinetic energy into electrical energy.
I didn't learn this. What?
I know, but I'm telling you in a way that actually that's why it makes sense. That's why kinetic energy change into electrical energy. It doesn't make sense if increase
So
energy.
do we need to understand why Lancelot exists? Because I don't.
Yeah, I just told you lah.
What kinetic energy becomes
One more time.
electric energy?
Okay, you don't have to know the word Lenz's law. Just know the opposing motion thingy makes sense. Here is my explanation one more time. If there is no magnet, the kinetic energy will just, let's pretend that it'll just swing normally lah. So there is no kinetic energy reducing or increasing. Let's just pretend that for a while. Okay? With the magnet, you have suddenly electrical energy. Isn't current electrical energy? You cannot deny that. Fair enough?
Yes.
So that electrical energy must be created by converting another energy lah. That other energy is kinetic energy. How do I know? If the ring is not moving towards, no current.
Also because we cannot have energy out of nowhere.
Correct.
So if there is electrical energy, then the kinetic energy must go down lor.
It's something else must be lah. In this case, kinetic energy lor. In this case lah. And if you do it the other way, that means the south attracting, that is extremely weird, because kinetic energy ends up increasing, right? Increasing. And then by increasing the kinetic energy, the electrical energy also increases. Both increases. That's pure nonsense, Arjo. That's
what happens if it's, because this is when it's approaching. What happens when it's going away?
Same thing. When it is going away without any magnet, it's normal. No kinetic energy changes. Okay, then when this happens, flux changes. Remember, flux drop. So kinetic energy will change to electrical energy. Then what happened? First of all, kinetic energy must slow down so that electric energy can
So it doesn't matter like where the thing is moving. As long as it's moving.
It will always slow down, because kinetic energy must be taken out for the electrical energy. I hope.
So if they change the question to when it is leaving the magnet, there's no difference.
Then it will slow down also, and therefore the north will be nearer the magnet, the south magnet lah. If they can actually ask you the direction.
Direction of what?
The reason is because the electronic law will happen such that it opposes the motion. Same thing lah.
Then what about part B?
Okay, one with a slit. So let me think what's a slit in this case, right?
Like my friend says a hole.
That means the hole is small instead of a ring . Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the ring isn't complete, but I don't see how that matters.
Yeah, it does not matter in the sense that the same thing will happen. In that sense because it is a thin ring. It is a thin ring. Never mind. Even if it's a thick ring, you will still see it. It's just that it's too heavy, right? But if it's a thin ring, no matter whether you have hole or not, the current will be roughly circular one. In that sense, roughly lah. It's just, let me think for a while. Will it be weaker, or it might be weaker, but I wouldn't know. But it will have the same effect one. Yeah, obviously it won't go penetrate the magnet lah. That's obvious lah, but that's not what he's asking, right?
So there's no change in observation, no.
Yeah, I don't dare say that it will be weaker or stronger. I don't dare say that. So I don't think we need to go there also lah. I don't think. Even if there is a change, it's very slight. So just it's the same, just the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, good. The kinetic energy to electrical energy is not usually mentioned.
So I just say according to Lenz's law.
Lenz's law is the one that the opposing thingy, right?
Yeah,
Faraday law is
according to Lenz. So Faraday law is the one that has the one that creates the induced current.
And then according to Lenz's law, the direction blah 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 will blah 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 blah.
Okay, let me change.
Both lah, yeah, to sound fancy, lo, I guess. That's fine. That is fine.
Okay. Okay, can then you can do camp. Camp today, what were we gonna do? I forget already.
We seldom plan ahead in camp because we're already ahead, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I have a mock test tomorrow.
What kind of mock test?
The teacher will just give us an O-level paper, then we do as if it's an O-level, as if it's an O-level.
You mean it's chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry.
You go to school tomorrow already?
Yeah. No, 1 day only.
Okay, so let me tell you what's going to happen, right? Okay, so first of all, if this is a mock test paper, I strongly suggest you follow the strategy that we try to do.
Yeah, so I do last question first.
All right, last question. Choose last question, do first, and whack the OChem, right? You want to know how good your OChem is, right? You do want to know that.
Yeah.
Right? Then do the other two long one also. Same thing one, still do the two long one, even though you wouldn't be able to predict what topic, you just whack them. You have to experience that. That'll be 45 minutes if the mock test is a serious one. 45 minutes for the 3 long questions.
Okay, then
the rest you do whatever you want. Then the order doesn't really matter. You just do whatever seems fit. Remember, you are keeping in your mind your goal. You will not achieve your goal, okay? You'll be rusty, but the goal is roughly in 45 minutes, you get around out of 30, you are getting around 23 to 24. So that you don't stress yourself too much. Okay. Then in the remaining 1 hour, you get the remaining out of the remaining 50, you're trying to get around
but are there like any topics that you feel that I'm weak in that I should like pay attention?
Okay, look, if this is exam, this is not learning, okay, this is not studying or learning something. If this is exam, you whack the easiest one first. You totally skip the ones that you're not very sure on. You can do it later if you even have to do it. Let me put it another way. So at page 15, page 15, let's just recollect what we're trying to do here. We're simply trying to reach 65 out of 80. This is 80% more. This is very hard to do, just to say, right? Very hard to do in your case right now. Because you're rusty, right? So out of that 80, this is 30, and this is around 23. Let's put it that way. And this is now out of 50. So out of 50 is 42, right? Would this be okay?
Yep.
Okay. So to keep it very clear, I don't want you to do 30. That's nonsense. First of all, you probably cannot do 30 marks. There are still some things that you just cannot do one because it's hard, and certain more things because you're rusty. But if you just do 23 and get 23, you are exceptional for the long question part. Because frankly speaking, you have not done that before. You always mess up in the last part because you leave it behind, right? Right? And that you do in 45 minutes, you have absolutely no complaint for me if you can do this tomorrow. Absolutely no complaint. Do 23, get 23 in 45 minutes. I don't want you to do 25. I really don't want. Why? Because if you think you can roughly get 23, I would rather you spend more time in the section A. I would rather,
What do you mean? That means I just don't do all the questions. What do you mean?
one more time. 30 marks is 3 questions, 3 long questions. I don't want you to do everything. Of course, if everything is easy, you do them. But it's very unlikely that
But if like there's a very hard one, right, then I shouldn't worry about it.
you should just skip 7 marks. I'm serious, man. You should just skip 7 marks, but try to get 23. That means try to do 23 very well. That's all.
Okay.
Of course, we will have doubts. We will have doubts whether this mark is actually 22. Then maybe we do 25, but I don't want you to do 30.
Okay.
Your chances are not great if you try to do 30. You either overshoot your time or you just don't get it and you waste your time. You understand?
Okay.
Feel free to skip, 5 marks lah. If you want to get 23, try to do 25 well. Skip 5 marks. That's it. Nobody's stopping you from going in again if you have time later. I doubt that you have time, however, I doubt. Okay, that's your 45 minutes. So you like the clock, okay, 45 minutes. It doesn't have to be strictly 15, 15, 15. You know what? Because some questions are just easier. You do the easy one more, you do the hard one less. Normal lah. Never set the same standard for every question. That's pure nonsense. Really, that's just pure nonsense. Okay, that's just self-sabotage. That's the 45 minutes.
Okay.
In the remaining 1 hour, believe it or not, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of time, right? It's not a lot of time. You get 42 out of 50. Do whatever you like. I'm trying to tell you that you don't have to do 50. At most, you do 45 lah. At most. If you can do that, you're very, 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 very good. I doubt that you can do that tomorrow, but
we see.
But you see lah, you just do your best. Just know that doing your best doesn't mean do everything. Please lah. Please.
Okay.
It's very difficult to do everything, It's extremely difficult.
Really? Is it that hard?
And why even we want to do that? Just do enough to get 65. That's a goal that you're trying to achieve, right? You can do 70. Nobody complains. But 65 is good enough.
65 is like what, 83% or something?
No, 80, 81. 81%, just 80% plus, no, 81. 81.25 if you really want. 81.
But this is a safe A1, right?
Because your practical seems to be good and your MCQ should be no problem. Then it's an A1 or it's really an A1 already. Not a lot of people can do this. Let me put it another way lah. Since not a lot of people can do this, then it is reasonable to assume that it's A1. Sorry. Not a lot. Most of my students didn't reach 65 during their training.
Oh, doing the what?
My students are usually not the smartest guy because they don't need tuition, but they also are not the silliest guy lah. They don't want to study. Most of my students are roughly choose chemistry lah. They don't just give me chemistry. They kind of at least try to like chemistry and they are reasonably good at it and they can be taught to think. They can be taught like therefore tuition, right? So, but most of them didn't get 65 during the training.
Wait, how do you know? They will tell you, no?
And not in O-level, during training, during tuition.
Oh.
At the later stage, we have to train for exam. We have to some of your exam skills are just non-existent lah. Some of you just sabotage yourself. Those are the trainings. So, but I already tell you most things that you need to know. So
okay,
you get what I mean, right? Okay, they are not necessarily A1 material, but they are training for A1, right? Most of them didn't get 65. So if you get 65, 1 month before O-level, okay, that's already an achievement in my standards, in my class standard lah. There will be people smarter than that. You're not trying to beat everybody, right? If you're trying to beat everybody, you tell me your training is totally different.
No point now.
So you just want to,
just get the grade lah. You beat everyone for what?
This is more than enough, and you are currently not at this level. You are reasonably close, but you are not. You are rusty. And this mock exam will tell you where your gap is. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for you to tell me, oh yeah, this topic I don't know, this topic I don't know. Then we just strengthen that law and slowly but surely go for 65. That's what I hope that you will tell me after the mock exam tomorrow.
Wait, but there's one thing that I always don't understand. I don't understand what amphoteric
Amphoteric is extremely simple. Let me explain to you.
is zinc aluminum something.
That's what you
potassium.
memorize. So it's not zinc, but zinc oxide, okay? Zinc oxide,
Yeah.
aluminium oxide, and then PB oxide. Are there more amphoteric stuff? You don't know. Just memorize these three, right?
Wait, but it's only oxide. What about hydroxide?
No, only oxides. There are no amphoteric hydroxides. Not in the easy form that you will recognize. They
So
also,
I understand that it means that they can react with both acid and base, but I don't understand why.
oh, you don't have to understand the why lah. That one you don't have to. Most chemistry a bit difficult to understand why one.
Oh, don't you?
But practically speaking, it happens in front of you if you try to do them. They do react. However, let me state that they react very slowly lah. They just don't tell you lah. Even though they can, for example, zinc oxide can react with calcium oxide. It can, but it's extremely slow lah.
From what?
Now, this is the thing about O level. They don't even ask you to try to think about what they form into. They don't even tell you. It's weird. It's weird in that manner. But if you want to know what they become, then your clue comes here, right? So first of all, when they ask you to have CaO plus SiO2, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember that they ask you to remember from the blast furnace, what does this become lah? Right? So CaSiO3, how does this work? How do their bond work? You don't really know. This is actually a very weird thing to memorize, but it does happen, and they don't care what the structure looks like. You don't even bother to understand why is this so. So the only reason why you know is because this is a basic oxide and this is an acidic oxide. Under very high temperature, the reaction do become reasonably fast. So it happens lah. Okay, the most important thing is this is a solid, and this is a liquid, which is a very confusing thing somewhat. Why is this liquid again? Oh, actually it's because of the high temperature.
Because it's heated.
Yeah. But how come this is not liquid and this not liquid? How come this is liquid at high temperature? You don't know. I also don't know. Okay, but there you go. It happens. In chemistry, most of the time, it happens like that, you know. Do we know why? Maybe yes, maybe no. Now, if they really ask you to predict what this result is, which they don't, as far as I can tell, I've never seen that in syllabus before, then your best bet is this. Put the basic guy in front, put the acidic guy next to it. It must be the basic guy, then the acidic guy. That's the rule. O2. Remember that zinc, in this case, behaves as an acid. Why? He is amphoteric. That's what amphoteric means.
So you can behave as both.
Yeah, that's what it means actually. It's not that you can react with both, but you can
behave as both.
Because you behave like, you know, acid like.
You behave like the other one lah. Like if it's an acid, then you behave like that's smart.
How come? Don't know. To be fair, in A level, they're not very interested in this topic. There are good reasons. There are more interesting topics to be considering. But there you go. That's the result if you really want. Same thing with aluminium and lead. More likely, they will just give you the result themselves. More likely.
Okay, then like that. What else?
I mean, at this point, if you really want to know, you just do a mock test. At this point, I will also argue something like this. You have already done your 30 marks practice for quite some time already. You at least are mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Whether you have a skill gap or not, you will find out tomorrow, because you can never predict the two other topics, right? There are 3 questions. The last one will always be one OCHEM one. Just whack the OCHEM. Right? Most of the time you will choose that, but you cannot predict. Those other 2 will be, you know, medium to high difficulty, and that will expose your gap, which is what we're waiting for. That's what we like about mock test. You'll expose your gap. I will argue today, you just practice the 1 hour one. You see for yourself, can you actually get 42 or not? Is it actually that easy? That will be a good mental preparation. You have never seen
42 is like what? All the is paper 2 got MCQ on it.
No, there's no MCQ. I don't care about your MCQ. If you
But
tomorrow
then the 42 marks is all from open-ended.
section A and section B lah, ya lah. Paper 2 is 80 marks, ma. 50 section A, 30 section
But
B.
section B is like it has the two questions that you talk about now. Or don't have.
The 3 long question, no. The last one optional one, no. Not optional. Choose one, no. Yeah lah.
Wait, there's only two sections.
There's only 2 sections. It's very clearly divided one. The one that you concentrate for this few times is the section B one.
Then the section B, the 30 marks come from where?
Yeah, 3 questions, ma. Remember 3 questions.
Yeah, I remember.
And so you do the last one, right? The last one is going to be OChem. So for example, first time you do OChem lah, maybe you're good, maybe you're not. Maybe, getting an 8 is already very good lah. Huh? Let's just put it that way lah. Getting your 8 is very good, right? Okay, so what is 23 lah? So let's talk about the other 2 lo. If one gets 8, one gets 7, that's 23 lo. 23 is not very easy to achieve lah, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Can one get 9? Sure, if you one get 9, then the other should get 6, right? If one gets 5, the other should get 10. I mean, it is not easy to achieve lah, please. It is not. You need a lot of readings. One of them is going to be stupidly long some more to read. That's question 9. Question 8 is always the longest question to read one, even more than the last question.
Then where does the 50 marks come from? Because I did an O-level paper before, and I don't remember there being so many questions.
I'm going to share my screen. Okay. You don't know the structure. Okay, you don't know the structure. Okay, I'm going to open the chemistry question. Chemistry, where are you? Chemistry. There you go. Okay, I'm going to check screen. Wait, a bit long. There you go. Okay, let's say I go to Mayflower, okay? Mayflower, and go up, it'll be Geylang Methodist. Okay, we're tracking back here, right? There you go. All right, so end of paper, that's your B10, no? B10, total 10, right? Total 10. That's your optional one, right? One of them will be OChem. Ta-da, there you go. That's your OChem. Okay, yeah, that's your OChem. So far, so good?
Yep.
Okay, now, then you just choose whatever you want, most likely OChem. You got to remember the details of your OChem reaction, like cracking, a bit of the necessary condition. You do have to memorize a little bit for tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't remember, then you will find out tomorrow very soon. Oh, yeah, I forget. I have to remember. Okay, now, what is the next question? The next question is B9, right? B9. Where's your B9? B9, suddenly this is a electrolysis. Okay, I mean, I have to do this. So I'll do it. And then suddenly he talks about catalytic converter. Don't ask me why. He mixes electrolysis with some sort of solution question. Their favorite lah. Can 10 marks no?
Can I read the question?
Yeah, there you go.
I did it before. Actually, I did it before. I don't know why.
Good thing. There you go. I mean, it's not a very complicated setup. It's okay. It's okay. You get your. I mean, the electrolysis part is very little.
I don't know how to do the catalytic question. You can see a catalytic question.
What catalytic? What?
The last one.
The last one.
Suggest why fail to reduce.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we talked about it, right?
Yeah, I think we did. Because there's no carbon.
Correct. There's no source of carbon. There's no source of carbon monoxide to take away the oxygen.
To take away the oxygen.
Right. So you're reducing nitrogen oxide to nitrogen, basically, right? Yep, you are correct. Suggestion accepted. That's a good suggestion.
Oh.
Not very complicated, right? You kind of understand, right? It's not really. 1 mark is usually 1 mark. It's not, complicated for chemistry. For physics is a bit different. Then let's look at, B8 low. B8 is what I call the super long reading. There you go. I mean, it's not as long, but you get my point. Like, it's almost one page of reading. There you go. That's how they make B8. It will be reading here, graph here, data here, table there, because that's the point of B8. That is why it's always like that. No matter what topic, they'll give you some sort of table.
So the darker the solution, the greater the higher the tolerance.
Yeah, you have to read all this. And you have to try to understand it. If you don't understand it, you cannot do it. You read, and then you start to do stuff based on your reading. That's it. The reading one cannot be rushed. Let me just take that. You have to at least give 5 minutes to it. That is your 23 out of 30 marks. Okay.
Doable. I think I do it. I think it's doable.
You have been practicing it, right? You have been, yeah. Whether you can do 20 or not, we'll see tomorrow, right? Now, end of section A. End of section A. How many marks is section A? Yeah, 50 lah. Look.
We covered all of OChem, right?
We did cover everything up to the polymer one. You see no polymer behind, right? There will be polymers in section A.
Yeah, but I think polymer very easy.
I hope you can answer 10 marks If not, then 9 no. I mean, easy or not, it doesn't mean that you can get 10 marks. You give it a try, right? You give it a try. No need to psych yourself. Look, John D, you don't need confidence tomorrow. You are prepared.
I don't think so.
No need to psych yourself. Why am I telling you this? Because confidence is based on past performance. It's not based on your preparation, kind of. You're thinking about your past performance, and your confidence will be roughly based on that.
Okay.
Your past performance, if you want to technically, is not your past exam. Your past exam it's not this format, by the way. This format is harder and more comprehensive. It's O-level. Your past performance is like the things we do in tuition, no? How you handle the section B. You have your past performance based on how you handle it in tuition. It's not bad, I would say. But I don't consider that to be a source of confidence. I consider it to be a source of your preparation. Your preparation is reasonable. It's not perfect. Reasonable. It's not bad.
Okay. So are we going to do this paper?
You should do it the section A, not section B. Because section A, you haven't been practicing for a long time. I give you 1 hour. You understand me?
Yeah.
Try to do this. Now you have this one. You have this. You do.
Where is it?
This is Geylang Methodist. So if you go to outline.
Can you help me put the questions in, because I don't know, my computer cannot copy paste.
Can. I'll do that for you. Then let's not start the timing first. Let me just put in 2 first, then you can start, okay? And then easier for you. I'm going to stop sharing for now. Yeah? Now, will we have enough page in this Jamboard? We don't. Now, I would like you to make a new Jamboard, share it with me so I can put it there.
Okay, done.
Okay. Now, when we start, you're going to start your own timer. You start yourself. You start your timer 1 hour. That's how many times you have to get 42. I don't see your new Jamboard. Wait.
It's 44 now, so just assume 145.
Sure.
I can put on another timer.
Just put alarm in front of you so that you get used to it. Some people react badly, some people don't problem. Just get used to it. Get used to timing. After a while, you see that 1 hour is okay one. Okay, wait, let me put in the full question first. Then you start your timer.
I just start now. Yeah, I start doing.
Okay, Start your timer.
Yep.
God bless. Okay, 1 hour. Whenever you want to ask me something, you can, but maybe you stop the timer lah. But in general, I cannot answer you much lah, yeah, during this time because you're doing an exam.
Yep.
I will, of course, talk to you after.
Illustrations. Drama decomposition.
Remember, yeah, you're aiming for 42 marks, huh? Not 50, yeah.
What is drama decomposition? I think it's
I mean, if you don't know, just answer lah. What else to say, right?
I don't know. Let's see that specialization.
What else? Nobody say you must do it in order also, right? Nobody says that.
Uh-huh. Am I too slow?
I don't think so. And you shouldn't try to be fast. You should try to be correct. You are fast enough. Remember, John, you are by nature fast enough. You just try to be correct is enough.
Question D is
Believe
Canada.
me for one. Believe me for
Precipitate.
just read properly. Yeah? Don't try to skip things or rush.
Yeah, I think I got it. Wait.
I would suggest that you do on paper. Doing it on Jamboard is not important at all. Okay, it's
Yeah,
slow.
but I forgot how irony equations work.
Mhm. You have some time to think about it. You have some time to think about it. I guess you can refer to things, I guess, but I would prefer that I talk to you about it later, lah, right? Again, I propose question 2 you do on paper, okay?
Why?
Yeah, because paper is just faster. Of
Oh,
course, when it is faster in Jamboard, go ahead lah. When it's
I
faster,
think can. I think I need to run.
right?
The my only equation is wrong, right?
You cannot ask me that.
Mm.
Just keep it, leave it, or what? That is also something to do in exam. If you're not very sure after a while, leave it. You don't have to. That's the second thing bad that you do. Don't scratch it. Undo.
I don't
Stop.
know, I want to use the one I type. I think I typing one is better, even though it's because both are. I think both are good.
Fine, fine, fine. We'll talk about it later, okay? You talk about it. Okay, come, go, go, go. Go to the next question. You don't have to. Oh, you're already. Yeah, that's fine. you'll get something. Yeah? Okay. Jonty, you okay?
Yep.
Okay.
For us to draw the body, that's like
I'm sorry.
you have to do a mouse because it's drawing body. Okay.
Uh, I mean, if you find drawing difficult, just on paper lah. Just want to record your answer so you can check the answer key later, right?
Yeah.
Again, as far as I can tell, your speed is more than enough. Yeah, more than.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going very slowly.
No, you're not. You feel that your brain is faster than your writing. That's a good thing. Let me repeat this one more time. Your thinking is faster than your writing. That is what we're looking for. Or your typing, whatever. If your brain is slower than your writing is faster than your thinking, that's bad, very bad. Most people seem to think that that's good lah. That's bad.
So for this, right, can I just like can I just write FE 3 plus for 1, then you assume that the rest also have.
No, you have to write everything. But for this case, just don't care. We don't care. We don't
Yeah,
care.
because I know you have to write for all. It's just that very mafan because of mouse.
So for now, never mind. So for now, never mind. I know.
Um, yeah. Okay, I can pause the timer. I need to go toilet.
Sure. No problem.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm there. I still have 40 minutes left. Right? I'm on task, right?
You're on what? Sorry.
I'm on task, right? Because I still have 40 minutes left.
You're very, very, yeah.
Wait, how many questions are there? Have you put all the questions already?
Yeah. It's just 7 questions.
Wait, it's only 7.
You're already half
Yeah,
through.
way above.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
And the reason is because your thinking is faster than your writing. It means probably that you understand many things lah. I hope that's what it means lah.
That's not prepared.
See. So far, it's not very difficult though. Yes.
It's not difficult. It's just that I need equation. Forget about this.
We'll talk about it. Take your time, yeah. Take your time. Okay, good.
Showering. Rachel, I don't think I've learned. Maybe I forgot, but I don't know how to do it.
The bond
Uh,
energy thinking.
yeah,
Then skip it for now lah. We'll talk about it very soon lah. Yeah, it's very likely to come up tomorrow. So let's skip and
but then I cannot do C also. But then it's okay lah.
skip and then do that's what we're doing, right? Finding gaps.
Yeah,
Finding gaps. That's good. That's good. You don't know this until you do it.
no,
So,
I cannot do B, then I cannot do C because they are both related.
I know. Just skip
But
it.
I know this is
Go to
这个
7. Go to 7 and see whether you can do it or not.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think I'm done.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is 9:30. You stop your alarm for a while.
Yeah.
Even with your toilet going, you are still 15 minutes left. Even with your toilet going. Without your toilet going, you'll be more, right? Your alarm should be around 17 minutes, correct? So what I'm trying to say is go to the toilet in exam if you need to lah. It's okay one, right? It's gonna be okay. I think you'll be fine. Now, before you look at the answer key, I would like to discuss the two things. I think the two topics that you cannot do. We'll discuss it first, and then you check the answer key for
So
marking.
what's the total mark? Like it's out of 50, right?
Out of 50, yeah. At this
So
point,
how much did I lose? I lost guaranteed 5 and I think 2.
I think you lost almost 10 lah, almost
5 and 2.
not very bad.
But you mark already,
No, I haven't. You'll be marking. You need to know your own gaps, right? You need to know, right? But don't mark first. First of all, tuition. This is still tuition. So I want to discuss what you don't know first. What you don't know, we discuss, and then you don't get the marks lah. Okay, clear, yeah? And yeah. So let's talk about, I don't know, let's talk about A6 first, right? The bond energy thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll, yeah. Nice.
Oh my, I can do it. I never read the question. Wait, can I do it now?
Yeah.
I never read the question. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you read the question? I don't get it. You don't go too fast until you don't read. You nonsense. Yeah, that's not worth it. Yeah? It's not worth it to go that fast. Never.
Wow, how much time do I have left?
7 minutes. I mean,
Oh,
you have time, man. You have
I'm
time.
struggling. This is a math question. How come I cannot do?
I mean, maybe you're a bit rusty, but I have a guess why you cannot laugh. I have a guess. We'll see. We'll see. You still have 7 minutes, 6 minutes. You do what you want. After that, we will talk about it first.
I cannot do.
Okay. We are stopping now, is it?
Yeah, like give me like 2 more minutes.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
You still have 2 more minutes. You still have, but no more than that. Yeah, we have to talk about this. Yeah.
Okay, let's start right now. Let's start right now.
I'm sorry. You're saying what?
Let's just start. Let's start.
Stop. Is it stop then?
Start. Yeah, yeah, start.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's just talk about it. I'll pretend that I don't see any of your work, but I'll do it something and then you can compare immediately. Yeah. Let's do this before the tuition end, right? After tuition, you can check your answer key, huh? Okay, so let me check. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Gaseous carbon containing compound. Your carbon containing compound is CO instead of CO2. So I will tend to accept that. Right? I think that's fine. Let me check the balance for a while. And then H is, and because of that, 1, 3. Okay, I think the O is okay. The balance seems fine. Okay, good. For energy release, that means this is exothermic, and right. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Carbon content. So he wants a CO bond, right? So you do not know the CO bond, nor is it given. So now,
Yeah, so like I thought it's like that. So maybe like this, but I don't know if it's correct or not.
okay, so the dividing by 2 should be fine if you're correct. But first thing first, let's check this out. So I will tend to draw, okay? I don't like to not draw because my own thinking may fool me, right? So when I draw this, I realize, of course, that there will be 8, there will be 8, right? So there'll be 8. So that one I agree with you. This one, there's an 8. Okay. Then I'll draw this again, O double bond. There'll be 3 of them. So it'll be this one, 496, and then times 3. So I'm very happy with that, right? This will be the energy broken, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And this one again, I will draw HOH, right? Times 4. So I'll be looking for the OH one, this one, 463. I like it, and then it will be 8, which I really like a lot, right? Then okay, right, okay. So again, a revision for your part C. When a bond is broken, you absorb energy or you release energy. So let me put it another way, you need energy to break a bond, or you expect energy when you break a bond.
You absorb energy and breaking one.
Right. So you need, that's a better term for ourselves. You need energy to break bond. And when you form energy, it is released or you expect from it. Whether that makes sense for you or not,
yeah,
that's something that you have to memorize. So this is form, this is broken form, and therefore this is expected or released. He's saying that the release is 108 in total. So that means first of all, this should have been okay. This whole thing, the whole release one should have been 4784 plus 1080. Logic first lah. I need this much, but I will expect this much to release. How do I know? Because the energy released from the reaction is 1080. Clear first?
wait, so the energy need not to be equal on both sides.
If they are equal, then there's no energy release, or
That's
there's
true.
zero energy release lah. Right? I think
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
this is what needs to be released. So that's the logic lah, right? That's why I get from here, and then I use this one. This will be whatever number. I'll just calculate. It'll be 5,964, right? 5,964. Okay, a very nice number. I'm sorry, that will be 5,864. Okay, now this will then tell me the 2CO will be, therefore, the 2, actually, I don't know what.
So it must be, I must use 2160 instead of 1080.
I must use this number minus that number.
Yeah, so it's.
And then because of the 2, this one divided by 2. And the CO bond, we don't know what it is. To be fair, we don't know what the bond is at all, but we should at least still try to divide it by 2. And that is where you're wrong. But I mean, most of it, you're fine. You probably get 1 mark. Clear, yeah? You are missing something lah. Something. Okay, first or not?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so for your marking later, this is 1 mark. Okay, this is 1 mark. This is, I think, definitely. You don't include this. Oh, you did include the state symbol. Right? Which is probably fine. Yeah, you're probably fine. Yeah. Okay, so 2 mark and 1 mark. So the exothermic, I don't think it'll give you 3 marks. I don't think so, because they already tell you that it's exothermic. So he wants you to explain, right? So now for explanation, roughly like this, you shall form your own fancy words. I'm telling you in simple ways. Okay. Bond breaking means kneading, ma. Bond forming means releasing, ma. Can? So absorbing, releasing, whatever.
Can you just say can I try answering one if you check is correct?
Yeah, which is, yeah, I'm a bit confused why you don't try. So try.
Because I not time. I was trying to figure out the top one. Which is a mistake.
It's not important for part B. Part C does not need part B. It does not.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Needed means needed for the bond breaking. You didn't say
Needed for bond breaking.
you have to say bond breaking because that's what they're asking. Right. I mean, the general idea is fine for 3 marks. You don't get any marks here because time is up. But the general idea is fine. You just compare it with the answer key to see whether you're okay. Okay. And that this topic is like that. I feel that you understand most, you do have a gap. So I think the gap is addressed. Yeah. Right. The question won't be very different from this one. Right. Now, let's talk about where's the other one that you have problem with here?
I only agree. I don't know why. I forgot how to do it.
One more time. Let me impress upon you what ionic means. Okay, we have time.
That means there's charge, right?
No, wrong. Stop. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully.
Okay.
What matters is whether the guy split in water or not. This guy split in water. This guy split in water, which you did split them lah. You did. And I think you shouldn't be erasing them lah, right? So what is important is they split and he does not. So we split who splits lah, right? Basically lah, that's what we do lah. We split who splits. CO2 plus.
Oh, I forgot that. Sorry, don't split. Okay, I can try.
Yeah, you just tell me what you want to write. I'll write down for you. We don't have much time.
Okay, so plus SO4 2 minus.
Yep, you split them, right? And then plus
2 Na plus.
Right, and then
OH 2 OH minus.
Right, and that's the left side split lah. Then the right side.
Then the right side is COOH.
Which you don't split at all. Right, and then
plus. Okay, here right, do I write 2 Na plus or is it?
No, of course you write 2 Na plus. Of course you write. There's no other thing. There's no other thing. Yeah.
Plus SO4 minus.
By right, you should be writing all the aqueous stuff. But you know what? I don't care. I want to cancel things.
Yeah, because you cancel, right? Then you just write the final one.
Yep, which is here's your aqueous, here's your aqueous, and here's your solid. And then yeah, you don't even have to rewrite it. You don't even have to. If you run out of time lah. You don't have to, just leave it like that, you're done. I mean, if you're really running out of time, this is acceptable.
Okay.
In that sense, do you lose? I don't know. Maybe you lose 1 mark, loh. Maybe to be fine, you do lose 1 mark, lah. So 1 mark for you. That's fine.
But this one I'm trolling. Oh my god. I forgot.
Yeah, this is not that's not a 2 mark, lah. That's really not a 2 mark answer.
So the top question I forgot to write is insoluble in essence.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I will probably say off what lah. Like, well, do you have to? Maybe not. Maybe you don't have to write off what. Okay, never mind. Hey, any other question before the tuition end? Let's not check the answer key first.
No, really, I think the rest I should be okay.
Yeah, because once you check the answer key, tuition
Okay,
will
no, can go to A4.
A4 shooting.
Okay, you know the diagram, right? The Fe3 plus, right?
Yeah.
You must have 3 times as many electrons as the
No,
number of
you don't have
stations,
to.
right?
Actually, no, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Don't have to.
You don't have to. Well, first thing first, drawing 6 is enough. So let me just say maybe 6 is fine. 6 is fine. Do you need to draw 18? No, you don't have to. They strangely speaking don't check for that. But what you do well is to draw in between. That I like a lot. They usually look for it. So do you want to draw 18? Sure, no need to draw more than that, right? Okay, but the important is to draw something in between. That's nice.
So then the rest by right should get correct.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Do you check my polymer?
I have not, but I can look. Oh yeah, I want to check. Yeah, I want to check that one at least, right? So yeah, okay. So now I think you know that the acid will be a double carboxylic lah. I think you know that, yeah. Okay. The
Like
double.
the right side, right? I a bit no space, but then
I
there's
know.
another, yeah, there's a dash C.
I have
Yeah.
to make a comment on the double carboxylic, right? So left and right will be carboxylic. The middle one you don't know.
Huh?
So that means you just assume that you don't care what is the middle one. What do I mean by that? It's something like this. This whole thing should simply be a box. And you do draw it as a box. Let me just make this very clear to you. Yeah. Let me just make this very clear. So it will be, here's your double carboxylic already open for bonding with the N, right? Yeah. Okay. Then your N will be this hand welcoming it, right? N with the H, right? Then you have your
Another box,
no, that one, no, this one is clear. This one is clear. You don't draw the box. This one is fine, right? C, H, N, right? That one is fine. So this will be your one. This is your one unit lah. You just repeat one more time, right? Understand?
Yeah, that's what I got. But then yeah.
But the box is a box, and that's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just a box. You know that what matters is at the end, so you do it that way lah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. That is what I think they ask you to do. Just double that. Yeah. When you draw on paper, you'll be fine one, right? Okay, there'll be a lot of space. Circle the linkage. Oh, he wants you to circle the linkage. Fine.
Oh, I didn't.
Right. Circle this one. Circle this one. Then you probably want to circle. Well, yeah, I usually circle. Yeah, but I guess it's okay for you to circle everything. That's also fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Yep. Then I'm not saying that the rest is correct, but seems okay so far. You do have to check your answer key to find out whether you have a mistake or not. Okay.
Okay, I don't think I'll get 42. I think I'll get like 39.
Maybe you'll get 35. However, I think that means you'll get better tomorrow. I think that.
Let's see. Yeah.
We'll see, of course.
Do you want to look at the paper? Like after I'm done. After she give back.
You mean, sorry, you look at your answer key?
No, I mean like as in, do you want to look at the tomorrow mock test paper?
Of course. No, of course I want to. Of course. Of
Okay.
course. Okay. Of course. I mean, for today, it's good practice. Just find out your gaps by checking the answer key. That's what you want. You want to find gaps. Too bad I cannot answer it before before tomorrow lah. But you know, we can always talk about it next week.
Okay. Thanks,
We are prepared. Not for 42, but you are very reasonably prepared. Very. God bless for tomorrow and sleep well today.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.